So everybody, hello and welcome to the unboxing of the new Sub Terra game. This is the Collector's Deluxe Edition. Sub Terra, of course, being a game by ITB Games. It was released on Kickstarter and became the second most funded game in UK history. So we are very, very anxious to see how this one actually turns out when we open it. So let's get to it. This might also be both the heaviest and the largest box ever to enter my games collection, which is saying something. Now, the game itself has been described to me as a mixture between Pandemic and Shadows of Brimstone, both games that I like very, very much. So let's see what we got in here. We will lift this very, very heavy lid. This might be the thickest cardboard stock I've ever felt in a game box before. This is well above the Belgium grade cardstock that is usually used. And as you can see, it's the Deluxe. Anyhow, let's see here. We've opened up. We are immediately greeted by... Oh, this is funny. This is properly funny. This is a small UV light that you can use to actually shine onto the board. Since the board is UV responsive, you might simply... want to enliven that a bit. I have, of course, installed a black light in my ceiling so that we will be able to play it. This being the Sub Terra Deluxe Edition bag. Feels like... Oh, this is really good quality, actually. Oh, very nice. I'm happy about this one. Right, we move on. We have the Development Diaries. Let's see here. Ooh. Okay, so you can basically get all the story behind it, the prototyping, the different thoughts behind it, the inspirations and so on. This is really interesting. I'm actually gonna read through this. Usually Development Diaries aren't very high on my list. This one actually seems pretty interesting. Alright, we move on. We have the Sub Terra. I believe this would be the comic book. Properly bound, I might add. This is not a cheapish thing. Let's see here. What we find here. Ooh, I like this. Me being a comics fan. Wow. Oh, this is properly done. Ooh, I like this. Right, okay. My bedtime reading for tonight, obviously. Here's actually the base game. The base game is just included intact in the actual box. So, of course, that will not have very many surprises in it. This is the base game, still with a very nice box. Yeah, you can see. Thinner. I wouldn't say thinner. This is regular. This is regular sturdiness. This is almost wooden. Kraemer's manual. All the different punch outs, the tokens, whatnot. And here's the regular base game. I won't be unboxing the regular base game. If you're watching this, you are likely familiar with the game already. It's a game about exploring subterranean caverns and trying to escape. And much like in Carcassonne or the like, you will be building from step to step parts of the cavern. Exploring it while also trying to escape it. It typically comes with these wooden meeples. Nothing wrong with them, but in the Deluxe Edition, as you will see, they have a little something extra included. We move on. The Extraction expansion, which I have been told is the best expansion. Not that I have any points of reference as to this yet, but still. We have the Investigation expansion. Very interesting. I know nothing about this one. We have the Annihilation, which I'm told is the more hardcore one. It certainly seems to have the most parts in it. And here, really well sculpted. Looking forward to painting these actually. And of course we have the extra minis for the characters from the expansion, and the monsters. These are the horrors that you might encounter down in the caverns. These were actually added, I believe, so late that they actually only made it into the deluxe edition as an extra. I got these on the side actually. And that's it. Huge box, lots and lots and lots of stuff in it. I'm very happy about this. Okay, so how are we doing? We're about halfway through the game.
Yeah, pretty much about halfway, and we're almost dead. We have, for the past 2 rounds, been one card from dying.
Right.
So this is a bad spot to be in.
I see. Well, at least there are no horrors at the moment.
At the moment.
Jonatan, will you please explain to me what's happening now?
Well, we are soon about to go out of hazards, meaning that our light source is dying, which means that from now on we won't be having anything horrible like gas or cave-ins. No, we will roll a die, and if we fail that die roll, we will die.
So the prognosis for our beloved little explorers is quite bleak at this stage.
To be able to survive, we have to go through this pile of explorer tiles, and while still rolling for survival each turn.
Chances of this happening?
-5.
We're smoked.